and welcome to LexLocal. I'm your host, Rick Dorrington. 2023 represents a new historic high in the number of migrants reaching the U.S. southern border seeking refuge. According to the government's own statistics, somewhere between 2 and 3.5 million migrants and asylum seekers have sought refuge. Many of them have survived the grueling, extremely dangerous trek through Central and South America and Mexico to reach the U.S. southern border. Now, when they reach that border, there's no guarantee what's going to happen. Some of those families have found themselves here in Lexington. When word traveled that there were approximately 30 families in need of assistance, several groups and faith leaders sprang into action. We met up with some members from LexRep and the Lexington Community Coalition to hear how they came together to help out.
We're living in the birthplace of American liberty, and I'm thinking now about people who have made an incredible journey and left someplace where they did not feel free, to come someplace where they've heard about it, probably from media. And this is our opportunity as a community to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. The Community Coalition approach is really about creating a sense of belonging and welcome for everybody, and seeing that Lexington is an amazing place to live, more amazing if you kind of see the hidden things, the people and the groups that maybe you're not part of yourself, but you can take away a much more interesting growth experience if you have the time to meet people. Here's our chance to meet people from another country who've just got here.
The state of Massachusetts is supporting the rooms that the refugees are staying in and providing 3 meals a day. What's not covered is formula for babies, diapers, supplemental food, English as a second language, many things like that. And so what's evolved is this sense of the volunteers, our loose coalition, providing services and fulfilling needs that the state and the town it's not on their agenda.
ABCL, CalLex, First Parish, Fallen Churches Immigration and Sanctuary Group, the Food Pantry, Grace Chapel, Japan Parents Support Group of Lexington, Lexington Green Teams, Lexington Historical Society, Lex See Her, the Lions Club, Sacred Heart, St. Bridget's, Temple Amuna, and Temple Isaiah are all some of the groups who have come together already. Again, there may be others, and a lot of individuals.
My first meeting was with all the state official and the police chief, where I was translating with the refugees there in one room. And it was very, very encouraging that they knew that somebody was there for them and that can translate and transfer the message. I've been in the schools, registering the kids, attending parents-teachers meeting, bringing food to them. A lot of them saying that it's been 6 months, 6 weeks since they hadn't eaten a cultural meal, which is the Haitian Creole meal.
Justine Neely and Patricia Jacquetin were 2 of the women who first got to get a sense of what the immediate needs were, and that included providing coats and warm clothing. And it turned out that Lex See Her happens to have a whole bunch of volunteers who are really good at sewing. And buying a scarf or a hat can be kind of expensive per person when you're in the 100 people range. So we immediately put out the word to our sewing team, and we got people together. Lexington Historical Society gave us use of their space, and the Lexington Green team had saved all these large plastic bags. And it seems odd, but if you stir those ingredients together, you suddenly get hats, scarves for everybody in under 48 hours. Which was a really nice way to see people coming together. How exciting though to think with a push of an email, you can suddenly have a lot of people come together and solve a real need.
It's deeply gratifying to work with them, get to know them, make friends with them in many cases, and see them land on their feet as contributing members of society. I am so delighted to see that it's not just LexRep, but it's all these other folks who have gathered around and stepped up, have that same mission.
Well, to me, it touches home really, because not only am I an Haitian immigrant, but I've experienced homelessness a bit. So I really know how they feel, and to me, to be able to help out any way that I can, whether sitting there and talking to them, listening to what they've been through, because a lot of them have been through a lot, walking for miles in the jungle, seeing dead people along the way, and some of them dying along the way. So it's been a traumatic experience for them. And for them to see that everybody here from everywhere, every part of life, every background rallying to help them is very reassuring.
I really am very moved by the sacrifices people make when they leave their community. So it's a tough order to instantly say we're all going to become friends, but I do think we can roll out the red carpet as best we can, and ideally create the kind of welcome that you would want for yourself or for your kids, say, if they have to suddenly leave a country and go someplace else. What does that look like? That's something we can figure out together.
What an amazing group of individuals coming together to help there. There's a lucky 4th grade class at Lexington's Mariah Hastings School that has the distinct honor of being taught by the Massachusetts Teacher of the Year. In addition, Deshaun Washington has made history by becoming the first black male teacher to win Massachusetts' top award for educators. We met up with Washington to find out what it takes to win Teacher of the Year.
Massachusetts Teacher of the Year, the way that goes is there's like 4 rounds. So there's like an application round, a video round where you have to record yourself teaching. Then there's like an interview round and like a final round where you get observed. Right? So this is like over the course of like 7-8 months. So this is a long application process. You kind of get married to this application in a way. People are watching now. People looking to see like, hey, what is this great thing of education? What's that all about? What is it that the first black male in Massachusetts history is now Teacher of the Year? People want to see me in action. So there's a maturity piece that comes with this work. There's a great responsibility to carry the torch but also share the great teaching and great learning that's happening all around Massachusetts. There's a lot of great teachers that's doing a lot of great work. And it's my job to share some of that great work that's happening so that the world can see it's not just me. Actually, I learned from a lot of people that I'm going to expose people to, but also there's just great teachers all around, all over the state. And we're going to make sure that they get their story heard and that students are able to celebrate their teachers doing great work together too.
While the process is grueling, Washington says it's worth it. He recounted his special day and shared the teaching philosophy that led to this honor.
I'll walk you through the day. November 3rd, 2023, never forget it. I remember waking up that morning, I was like shaking in my bed. I was just like so nervous. It was like excitement, but like unchanneled excitement. I was nervous about it because I'm like, today's the day everyone's going to know. And so I've been sitting with it so long, I actually got accustomed to just holding on with knowing that I was Teacher of the Year, but not sharing everything. Now everyone's. But, you know, I was able to sit with my mom. We was able to talk about it, pray about it. We went up to school. We was greeted by teachers, greeted by the school administrators. And the way that I set the day up was I told my students that it's going to be dress up day. We're going to come in like dressed up, suits, ties, dresses, the whole 9.
Winner of the Teacher of the Year in all of Massachusetts is 4th grade teacher, Deshaun Washington.
And I will never forget this. One of my former 3rd grade students started to give like a small little like to them and the impact I had as a teacher. And I forgot everything I was supposed to say. So then all of a sudden this microphone was just right in my hand. And like I'm completely blank. So I had to buy time. And so the way I bought time was like, oh, this microphone work. I needed a moment to like rethink what I was going to say. I couldn't think of anything. Can y'all hear me now? All right, cool. And so it gave me enough time to scan the room and then thought about like, who can I thank? I need to thank my students. So it gave me enough time to think like, oh, I need to thank the students first. And then I thought, thank the students. Then I was thinking, let me think of thank the teachers, because the teachers helped me to be the teacher that I am today, and know that I'm still learning from great teachers. And then after that, I said that the call of action is that we're, as an ambassador of education, we're celebrating and acknowledging the cultivation of change makers. And we're celebrating that as now the ambassador, I'm going to be sharing the stories of great teaching all around Lexington, all around Massachusetts, all around the country, really. You know, like that's really the goal, and that's really the call of action now. So that was like, wow. Your expanded form should match your numerical form or your standard form. Here in Lexington, I've learned a lot about how to build conversations among students about academics. So something like as simple as like a writing assignment. I've learned the importance of building peer conferences along the way, where students are reading other students' writing, give each other supportive feedback, where they'll read it and they'll be able to provide evidence of like great writing that they see from their peer, but also constructive feedback. Elements of their writing where, hey, if you were to add this point, or if you were to add this dialogue, it would enhance your writing another level. You're going to be evaluating the person that his name is on there. Moves like that help to give more ownership to students along the way. See, that's the great thing about teaching. When you're equipping students with ownership of their learning to become an agent, become an advocate, become a change maker within their learning, that's what makes that whole experience another level. Kids are taking ownership of their learning day in and day out in the classroom. And I think that for me is what, like, this really is putting everything together. Is that students are now becoming the agents of their learning. And then now I'm facilitating knowledge, but they're really building it amongst each other through conversations and interactions with each other. So they give us two numbers. I like to say that I am the supplement to the first teacher. The first teacher is the parents, the family. I like to think of it as a triangle. You have the family, you have the school, you have the student. If I'm like the representative of the school as a teacher, then you have the family and the teacher. We are in constant communication to support the student. The student also has to have some engagement in that process as well. They have to be able to do the work also. So all three parties are constantly working together to ensure that the student is excelling and is meeting their goals for whatever grade they're teaching. We need one another in order to elevate our student, our child, up to be at their best for the school year. So working with families is a continuum, it's a constant, it's essential to ensure that every student are not only achieving but thriving as students. Academics is a huge, important part. I teach social studies, science, math, reading, writing. I teach all of those things. It's all important. And kids are also human beings. The students are also human beings, and they're learning how to navigate this whole world thing called life. So if I could give you a life lesson too, even if it's something small that you're able to take away with you, I am filling up that bucket of water that's then being poured into that seed, building up a change maker who could then go out into the world and advocate, be an agent for change out in their environment. We'll bring the expanded form over here. Eva, walk us through. How will we write this in expanded form? What is that one thing that I want students to walk away? Walking away knowing that you have the agency, the curiosity, and the inquiry to empower yourself to gain knowledge, to then support yourself and other people of what it means to stand up for justice in our world around us, but also to be able to stand up for a community all around us. It is a very powerful, powerful thing when students are able to walk away and know a little bit more about their purpose and then walking towards it.
Once again, congratulations to Deshaun Washington. Meanwhile, Minuteman Technical High School had a visit from the U.S. Secretary of the Navy, Carlos del Toro. He was in town for the annual Army-Navy football game that was played at Gillette Stadium for the first time in its history. He toured the high school and talked about the importance of trade schools.
As Secretary del Toro stepped onto the campus, the atmosphere buzzed with excitement. The students and faculty eagerly awaited the arrival of a leader whose dedication to service and education has become a guiding light for many. After brief introductions outside, Secretary Del Toro was brought into the school to engage with students and
I've
faculty.
been so excited to come visit this great school. I was just telling your principal a few minutes ago that I grew up in New York City, but I went to high school at a school very similar to this one. It was a technical vocational high school with about 1,000 students. And it was just such a great learning experience for me as a young man who wanted to be an engineer. And it really was the foundation in so many ways of everything else that I did throughout my entire life. I do hope that you at least root for Navy at that game we got going on tomorrow. So with that said, I look forward to meeting all of you here today and walking through your labs and finding out what your passions are all about.
Throughout the day, Secretary Del Toro immersed himself in the vibrant learning environment of Minuteman High School. He took the time to visit various classrooms, witnessing firsthand the innovative programs and hands-on experiences that prepare students for diverse career paths. From the robotics room to the in-school restaurant, Secretary Del Toro's genuine interest in the students' aspirations resonated with everyone.
Nice. Look at that. It's extraordinary. Maybe you'll consider becoming a Navy chef and coming on board one of our ships and cooking this same meal for 5,500 people. How quickly can you do that? Super quick. Super quick, all right.
We here at Advanced Manufacturing, Minuteman.
Look at that!
It's 80 points for you.
Oh my gosh! Look at that! Outstanding!
Glad I can tell by the smiles on your faces that you really love this work, and I can see why.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Commanding officer of DDG 84
Yes.
battleship, so we laser engrave this battleship for you.
Look
we
at
hope
this.
you like this.
Like this.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the most creative, innovative gifts that has been given to me. I wish you all the luck in the world, and I wish I had time today, quite frankly, to spend the entire day at this school. I thank you for your passion. I encourage you. I hope I've inspired you in some small way.
Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back. It's that time of year again, folks. No, not Christmas, but the annual burning of the tea here in Lexington. On December 13th, 1773, 3 days before the Boston Tea Party, the Lexington Town Meeting resolved to stop purchasing or drinking imported British tea. The Lexingtonians had their own bonfire and burned the town's entire supply of tea.
That we will not be concerned in landing, receiving, buying, or selling any of the teas sent out by the East India Company for the purpose of raising a revenue in America. That, with gratitude to our brethren in Boston, we are ready and resolved to concur with them in every rational measure that may be necessary for the preservation or recovery of our rights and liberties as Englishmen and Christians.
Thank you, and let's have one more round of 3 cheers for Lexington. Huzzah! 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 Thank you very much. Thank you. What a great crowd.
Boy, that looked like a cold, rainy day. Thankfully, we can all drink tea again. Here at LexMedia, we're happy to announce that we've partnered with the Lexington Chamber of Commerce to bring you a series on businesses in town called the Lexington Chamber Spotlight. This week, we met up with Jill Houlihan from MetroPets, a new boutique dog grooming salon that aims to service all kinds of pets. And they even have a salon on wheels. Take a look.
Welcome everyone to our Lexington Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. My name is Sumit Agarwal. Today we are here with Jill Houlihan, owner of MetroPets right here in Lexington.
In 2014, we decided to open our first boutique, MetroPets, in Natick, Massachusetts. And it became clear to us very quickly that Lexington was where we wanted to be. And a few months later, here we are.
Well, it's a great location. It's right off the highway, and there's lots of traffic here. So welcome, Jill.
Oh, thank you very much. So MetroPets Boutique and Grooming Salon is a retail operation offering the highest and best curated offerings of treats, toys, collars, you name it. I think one of the things that sets MetroPets apart is our commitment to humane and fear-free handling in our grooming services. We approach each dog as an individual. When dogs come in, they are paired with their service provider, and they work in a service straight through from their bath, brush, blowout, styling. And then when they're done, there's no waiting around all day. There's no high volume of dogs. They simply go home with their owner afterwards. In that way, we're able to keep a calm, low-stress environment, which has maximum appeal for senior pups, scaredy pups.
That's something we really love here in the salon too, is poodles, doodles, spaniels, cockers that want something a little special, a little different. We will have clients that rock a mohawk or want super long bell bottoms or color. We do it all.
Our mobile van is a fully kitted grooming salon with a full tub, table, all of the tools, air conditioning, heating, and we're able to take that out into the community to be able to go to people's houses who maybe need a groom for their dog, but they're not able to come here to the salon. So we can go to them and do a full grooming service.
Okay, so that makes a full store on wheels.
That's right. Yeah.
Awesome.
Grooming here is entirely appointment-based. So when your dog comes in, they're going to meet their service provider right away, no waiting around. No kenneling or crating all day, and then they're going to start their service immediately and then work all the way through to the end, and then they're going to go home. One of the most interesting pieces of feedback we've received is people coming in just to buy a treat or check us out and noticing that we carry dog food and just being so positive and excited about it. We were not ready for that at all.
Wonderful.
So we carry a limited amount of food now, but we want to be a good fit for the community. As we find out what other foods people in the community want to buy, we are going to bring those foods in as well.
That's wonderful. So that's the benefit of having a storefront where you're taking a constant feedback.
That's right.
And turning it around into an opportunity for yourself and for your customers, solving problems.
When you're new in town, you don't know anybody, you don't know where to go, and the Chamber has really held my hand and introduced me to the community, made suggestions as to how I might best meet my customer. I'm very, very grateful.
Thank you so much, Jill. Appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That is one patient dog. You still have time to stop by and get that last-minute due before the holidays. And there's another new business in town. LexMedia was on hand for the ribbon cutting of the town's newest preschool.
Hello, we are here at the LittleBees lab that just opened in Lexington Center. This is great to have new daycare and preschool opening in our town. Welcome, LittleBees lab. You guys need
Hello, welcome to LittleBees Lab Preschool. At LittleBees Lab Preschool, the kids will be able to participate in various activities such as music lessons. We also have cooking lessons that will be offered for toddlers in the preschoolers. Ages varies from preschool 4-month-old all the way to 5 years. We'll welcome everyone who will be in need of childcare or preschool. Parents will be able to drop in because we offer drop-in care, full-time and part-time. And we hope to actually see you all soon.
Hi, I'm Ms. Jayla. I am currently staffed as a preschool teacher at Lexington's Little Labs Preschool. I'm so excited to meet the little ones and grow them and get to know them and have a really fun time with them.
Marie, welcome to Lexington. We're so lucky to have a daycare. Thank you.
We have another short break. Don't go anywhere. For months, we here at LexMedia have been tracking the dynamic duo working at the Lexington venue who are making hilarious videos to promote the downtown and the movie theater. We sent our own dynamic, Devin Shaw, to the venue to see what's gotten into these two.
2 tickets, please.
Sure, for what movie?
Hi, may I have 1 ticket to Barbie, please? I've heard it's the bomb.
Barbie and Oppenheimer now playing at the Lexington venue.
We were looking for ways to promote the venue because for a while after COVID, a lot of theaters were really struggling, and we were trying to think of new ways to reach out and get people's attention. So we thought maybe we can do something on Instagram, make reels, and we decided that we just wanted to reach out, and the videos were a hit. Me and my brother, we would make videos together. My mom would help us record, and that was the start of that.
Well, we kind of started making the videos because we heard about this movie that we were going to show called The Country Club, and Ken told us that we should promote these videos. And before this, we made a first day video from me working a year before, and that got a lot of views. So we thought we could do this for the Country Club movie. So we thought of something fun that people would enjoy, and then we just kind of did it.
The woman running it, her name was Fiona. She was very friendly. She came by after seeing our reels because we were like, hey, let's help promote this small movie that we're going to be getting. And she was wowed by it, and then we showed the movie here. It did really well. And then after that, we started making a tradition because of how well the reels did. We were like, hey, this can help the theater out too. So not only were we helping out small, shorter films or just smaller budget films, we were helping out ourselves too, which was nice. Well, a lot of them come from our mom. She usually comes up with the idea, she produces, writes, narrates, whatever, and then we're kind of the ones in front of the camera. So.
Yeah, it's usually pretty fun because she comes up with the script and stuff, and I memorize it 5 seconds before filming.
Sir, that's your 7th free refill. That's impossible. I choose to accept this mission.
I did not take part in these, but I really enjoyed my brother's Michael Myers videos. I thought those were very funny, how he would just walk around, grab a bag of popcorn, get his hair cut at a store. I thought those were really great.
Yeah, I think I scared several people when I did it. It kind of just comes to us. If we think of something funny, we'll be like, oh, we'll do that. And then usually it just happens.
Now we look forward to seeing what they come up with for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which has one showing on Friday, December the 15th. The challenge is on, boys. If you were downtown last week, you got to experience a Taste of Lexington, another annual event when the center is filled with folks looking to eat and shop at all the stores and restaurants Lexington's downtown has to offer.
Lexington residents to shop small and shop local and keep small local businesses in Lexington.
Thank you so much, Lexington, for coming out and shopping locally with us. We really appreciate your support. Hope to see you soon.
Happy holidays.
Taste of Lexington is such a great night where we all just come out and show our support for the local businesses. They not only shop, but they give you all the wonderful feedback that you could want, and it's a really great night. Brings everyone together. Happy holidays. Thank you for shopping locally.
Taste of Lexington is a great night to get out and shop local and eat local. It's an event that's the combination of the Lexington Retail Associations working with the Lexington Mavens to make a wonderful evening that the stores are staying open later. It really is a tremendous night to be able to experience downtown with the holiday lighting and all that goes along with the holiday season. Well, thank you for shopping locally and happy holidays to all from Michelson Shoes.
Taste of Lexington is important for our center and our town because it gets people out supporting local businesses, local restaurants. Happy holidays from everyone here at Bain Studio and Gallery, and thank you for shopping locally.
As the 8 days of Hanukkah come to a close and Lexington lights its brand new menorah, we bring you this special message from Rabbi Lerner from Lexington's Temple Emunah.
I'm Rabbi David Lerner here at Temple Emunah, and I want to wish everyone a happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah has many different meanings and has been interpreted many different ways throughout history. For me, the most important part is to have a little fun, bring a little light and joy or a special suit into the moment. Hanukkah for me is about the lights, the spirituality, bringing a little bit more light and hope into a world that can be filled with a little bit too much darkness. I wish everyone a happy Hanukkah and everyone enjoy your holidays in this festive season.
And finally, we leave you with the holiday tree lighting that took place in Depot Square. The weather was perfect this year. Happy holidays, folks. We hope you all get to spend time with the ones you love. For all of us here at LexMedia, I'm Rick Dorrington. Thank you.
Hope everybody's staying warm. Oh, the weather outside is like...
Maya, this is just a great night, don't you think, for the center?
Oh my gosh, it's been so fun to see the progress every single year. We get a new decoration in town. We have the amazing star in front of CVS, the garland around each one of the new light posts, and it seems like every year more people show up and it's just so much fun. You know, actually it's a majority of the businesses in this town and the people in this town that keep this going. And thank you, Santa! Santa! Oh my gosh. And we want Santa to keep coming back every year. Every year.
Happy holidays!
Yay! Happy holidays, Lexington. Amazing Santa. Lights the fire!
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening.
I like to help with the community. It makes me feel like a part of Lexington.
Oh, it's beautiful, to see all of the community coming together and enjoying the start of the holidays and seeing Santa. Right, Catherine?
Just really fun to be part of the community and see the tree all lit up and meet Santa and the gingerbread man. And yeah, they just love seeing the lights and getting in the Christmas spirit.
And we can build a snowman and pretend that he's Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made. Walk in the winter wonderland.
Lexington is my favorite town. I want to show that magic here tonight by lighting the tree behind me. And I think you all can do it with me. The fact that we all come together on a beautiful evening, really that is community. And Lexington has the most magic of any town around.
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays!